Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. With news, the world's second largest economy shows more signs of losing its expansion mojo. China's exports rose in September, but at an unexpectedly slowish pace. They were expected to rise 6% from a year ago, but only rose 2.4%. This was the fifth consecutive month of export growth, although it was the slowest pace since April. Cut price or dumped steel exports were a factor, a trade that is worrying many countries. And as expected, import growth was weak, barely more than a year ago and well less than the expected 0.6% rise. China's new yuan loan growth also came in less than expected, rising almost 1.6 trillion yuan. Banks are making more debt available, but it was a slower pace than the 1.9 trillion expected. And in September 2023, they rose 2.3 trillion, so well done on that basis too. A lot now depends on issuing a lot more debt. Some of this is an additional 6 trillion on the way, but to be fair, much of that won't be direct commercial bank lending. But sovereign money printing or bond issuance may well flow through to this channel. And Singapore said its economy grew 4.1% in the third quarter of 2024 from a year ago. That's its fastest pace in 2 years and accelerated from 2.9% growth in the second quarter. Meanwhile, in India, consumer inflation rose sharply in September to 5.5%, and much higher than the August 3.7%. Driving this change were food prices, up at the rate of 9.2% in September and far faster than the already high 5.4% jump in August. This data may inhibit their central bank from starting an expected rate cut cycle. They have a midpoint inflation target of 4%. In the US, recent days have brought sharpish falls in food commodity prices as it becomes clearer that the US and international grain harvests will be very good this year. Wheat, soybean and corn prices are all falling on excess supply worries. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now just on 4.12% and up 5 basis points from yesterday. The price of gold will start today at $2,647 an ounce and down $10 from this time yesterday. And the Kiwi dollar starts today at 60.9 US cents.
Can you read or play again?
All right, I'll go back to the gold.
Yep.
The price of gold will start today at $2,647 an ounce and down $10 from yesterday. And oil prices are down $1.50 at $74 a barrel in the US, while international Brent price is now $77.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar starts today at 60.9 US cents and down 20 basis points from yesterday. Against the Aussie, were little changed at 90.6 Australian cents. Against the euro, were also little changed at 55.8 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at just under 69.3 and marginally lower from this time yesterday. You can get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again tomorrow.